I'm in my mom's kitchen, by the way, so this is why she like actually has things besides ramen. Hey guys, what's up? It's Claire, and today I'm back with another video. Finally, let's chat. It's been a really long time since I filmed a video. I think at least over 6 months. I definitely haven't filmed since I was in my old apartment. Life update, since then I've moved into a new apartment as like a temporary thing. I was having issues with the old apartment, could not stay there anymore. I'm living with 2 other roommates in a 2-bedroom. It's been fun, and then all of this quarantine stuff happened and I got food poisoning, and long story short, a bunch of stuff got moved around. I'm moving into a new apartment with my boyfriend next month. So for the time being, I ended up staying with my parents. It just kind of happened. So I'm at my parents' house for a month. It's been good to be back here for a little while. Because of everything going on right now, I've been out of work, do social media for a restaurant in a city near me, and I also barista part-time in a different city. I also have photography freelance on the side. Restaurants are still open, but both of my bosses basically asked me not to work. For like 2 weeks now, I have not gone to work at all. Obviously haven't done any photo shoots, that's not essential. So I've been kind of getting creative with the types of things I can do with not only my time, but to try and make a little bit of money. I decided to hop on here every week, or like a couple times a week, to have like a little barista class. This is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. Stuff you can make with the stuff that you have at home, but maybe you don't know how to make. I am a barista. I've been a barista for like 2.5 years now, so I know a fair amount about coffee and tea and that sort of stuff. Let's get on with it because, wow, I talk way too much. Ow. Hi. I should probably say what we're making, huh? When I visited LA last year with my boyfriend, we went to this restaurant called Bubba Guys, and they gave us some free drinks in exchange for like photos of the drinks. One of the drinks that I tried was their Strawberry Matcha. It was incredible. I don't know if I still have the photos that I took from then, but I'm gonna insert some photos right here of what the drink looks like. I had it at a few different places and it's really good. But some of the ingredients are a little finicky. You just have to like cook strawberries, and like most coffee shops don't have this drink because it's a little bit complicated. But when you're home alone and have nothing to do for hours on end, you obviously have time to cook some strawberries if you're bored. So I've watched a couple videos on like how to make this, and it seems fairly simple. At least for the most part, it seems like something I could figure out. So we're just gonna kind of wing it and hope it tastes good. And yeah, so strawberries, sugar, matcha. I recommend getting ceremonial grade matcha just because it's going to mix better. I've worked at places before that just use cooking matcha, and people can usually taste a difference. I'm assuming that the strawberries are going to sweeten this drink pretty exponentially, so it might not matter that much if cooking matcha is all you have. But for the most part, when you're dealing with matcha and drinks, ceremonial grade matcha is going to be a lot better. A whisk is going to make this a lot easier. A wooden matcha whisk is the best for getting out clumpiness out of your matcha drink. A milk of choice. I am lactose intolerant, so I will not be ingesting any dairy today. I really like oat milk. You can use soy, you can use almond, literally anything you want. I've seen people drink matcha with water. Sounds disgusting, but it's your life. Very like bubbly, and oh god. That I'm going to be doing is washing some of these. Make sure they're not moldy. Seems like every time I go for like, I'm craving some fruit and then I look in my fridge, it's moldy. And that probably just means that I'm not eating enough fruit. I used to work at a restaurant that made smoothie bowls, and we used to have to cut all of the fruit this way so that it could be like fanned into the smoothie bowl. That's probably enough strawberries for one drink. That's probably like way too many strawberries. Turn on the heat. The recipe calls for equal parts water and equal parts sugar. So I'm gonna do like 2 of these spoons of sugar and then the same amount of water. Like that's what that's looking like. Ah! Okay, that is already really heating up fast. So maybe a low simmer would be better. Okay, I'm not ready. This is all happening very quickly. Kind of is starting to feel like a barista shift, honestly. Just gonna put those in there because this stuff seems ready to go. So that is looking like this Right now, I am just gonna keep stirring them on low heat. It's been a couple minutes. This is actually working a lot better than I expected it to. Very like bubbly and oh god, like the strawberries are feeling very mushy. This probably isn't necessary, but I just remembered we had one and I remember mashing bananas with it for banana bread as a kid. I'm just gonna kind of switch from my mixer thingy to this. I think it's pretty much ready. I don't want to like burn them or something weird. Seems about done. Here, if you want to see what I'm doing in here. I am literally just mashing the strawberries up into like a mush. It shouldn't be like a complete jam. I think having it kind of like gloppy still is okay. Okay, so I literally just put the tiniest bit of water in my kettle because you don't need hardly any water for this at all. You just need enough to cover the matcha. This mug, because it has a round inside, you don't want to use any sort of cup that is like cylindrical because the matcha whisk is not going to be able to like get in the corners of it, as well as something with a round bottom. Here we go. I'm going to take a fair amount of it. If you you can see how much this is. Probably even more than that is fine for like a full drink. That's probably gonna be good. Matcha's pretty strong. Highly concentrated green tea. My water started boiling, and you really only need to just cover the matcha. You really do not need much water at all, but it should be very hot. So literally that much is plenty. Whisk this together really well. It's gonna take like a minute because it should be very, 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 very whisked. And when you think you're done, you're probably not done yet if you've never made matcha before. So the way to check is when you scoop from the sides like this, if you have chunks like that on the side, you're not done. You need to mix it more. But yeah, you can kind of go in like a vertical W and M motions is what I always learned, like a capital W, as opposed to circular motions, which you can also do. But make sure you're really scraping the bottom and the sides because those clusters are really, really gross. If you suck up like a clump of matcha, that's like the most off-putting, unsettling feeling ever. I've definitely been to cafes before where you know they literally just got matcha to be trendy and they don't know what they're doing and it tastes really bad. I'm not really sure if I should sweeten this matcha because the strawberry is sweetened already. But I am a little worried because I really hate unsweetened matcha, so I'm gonna add a little bit of honey to it just to be safe. I really like brown sugar in my matcha, so I'm gonna do that. But traditionally, I think people usually use honey or just like regular sugar. I worked at a cafe that had a lot of vegan options. We would put agave in it, which if you're into agave, if you're down for that, like feel free, but that's not really my vibe anymore. Wow, this is gonna be really sweet. I hope this tastes good. That is like a lot. Maybe I should have done less. I think that's probably a better amount. So that's about half of what I made. So you're gonna have enough for like another drink. In my opinion, oat milk is the most superior milk. Oh yeah, and I should probably let you guys know that the order that I'm doing this is important. So if you want your drink to be stacked, like layered, and to actually look cool, first put one layer down and then your ice and milk, and then carefully pour the last bit on top. If you see me filming with my phone, it's because I'm making a TikTok about this too. Carefully. Here's my little metal straw that I've got. I'm gonna mix it together a little bit before drinking. It looked so pretty. Okay, so if you have a boba straw, you may need to use one of those. Okay, that's pretty good. It tastes like matcha and strawberries. I think the strawberries should have been mashed a little bit more, but it's okay. They're really good. Yeah, it's like, you kind of feel like you're sucking up like an entire strawberry at a time. Out of 10, I'd probably rate this drink like an 8. I really am a matcha person though, so if you don't like matcha, it definitely does still taste like matcha. If you are used to your matcha being sweetened, I would say sweeten your matcha like the normal amount. The strawberries are like very sweet. but they don't mix very well with the matcha. Sorry, these two squirrels are just like chasing each other, and it's just really distracting. A lot of like businesses are setting up GoFundMes and like virtual tip jars for their staff. I'm gonna leave some links below, some personal links, along with some links to the virtual tip jars at the restaurants that I work at. So if you feel like donating something, no pressure at all, but if you do and you don't know where to donate to, you're welcome to donate there. Even a tip, even like 50 cents or $1, like what you would normally tip your barista. Just like restaurants and people in need that I know of, that I care about deeply, that I just want to do my part in supporting, but financially I can't right now. If you're looking to donate somewhere and you don't know where to donate to, and you normally go to a coffee shop every day and you order something and you leave a tip, just whatever you would have tipped, or if you're feeling generous, literally anything, 50 cents, $2, doesn't matter. We would all be super, super grateful. But if not, I hope that regardless you enjoy this video and find it educational. If you're not able to leave any sort of donation, that's totally fine. Maybe just check out the links in my bio to like my TikTok, and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you'd like, just for more content and just to hang out. Let's be friends. Let's get friends. Let's get friends, because right now it's really a weird time. You feel like you don't have many friends. So virtual friends, here we go. I think that's all on that. If you have suggestions for things that you don't know how to make, things that you want to learn how to make, or that you want to see me make on this channel, leave a comment down below or send me a DM on Instagram, and I will definitely be reading all of them, because I need a lot more ideas. I don't know how long this is gonna last, and I want to make a lot of these videos. If you like tweaked the recipe at all and found it taste better the way that you did it, feel free to leave the new recipe in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it 2 thumbs up. Actually, just give it 1, because if you try to give it 2, I think it's gonna actually take the first one away. Subscribe if you like this video. Check out all my social media links. They're gonna be down below. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, see you later.